Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here, man. Listen, we finally got the answers. Is if Game is hating on Kendrick Lamar or not, man. This brother did a beautiful edit. Y'all go follow him, Sandlord. It's called "The Game is Jealous of Kendrick and Anybody Else." Dr. Dre prioritizes. Bro, I've been asking this, y'all, because y'all think that, the Game is hating on him. But me watching his breakdown, you know what I mean? He sound like he really don't, you know what I mean? But then I see, I see his ways. I see the way that he get down or whatever. Then it seemed like it. So I'm kind of back and forth with it, you know what I mean? I'm like stuck in the middle. So this breakdown going to explain everything, whether if Game is really hating on K-Dot or not. So let's get it, man. Without further ado, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
The loop when it comes to the game. Whatever the case may be, I urge you to form your own opinion after seeing what will be shown. I want to make this extremely clear. I don't believe the Game hates Kendrick, but he does feel like he should have his position, as well as the overwhelming respect and praise he gets. And I will prove that over the course of this video.
And that part I could see. I could see he feel like he deserved the spot. You know what I mean? I could see that. But he about to explain some of Game's behaviors that I never really noticed for real. I never noticed that this dude was like this. But he gonna pinpoint it out. Let's just sit back and ride, y'all.
If you want to disagree in the comments or say I don't understand LA politics, that's fine. But please watch into the end once I've laid all the evidence flat. Now let's get into it.
Hey man, hey look man, hey Compton niggas man, that shit all smooth, Crippin' blood shit. Can't nobody in Compton out rap Game, nigga. Can't nobody in Compton out rap me. Nigga.
Facts. Talk to him.
Nigga, Kendrick, my nigga, Kendrick do his shit. I love that nigga to death, nigga. I love Kendrick to death, but I flew past Kendrick when that nigga was on foot, nigga, in a Range Rover and showed him how to do this shit. Don't play, nigga. Don't play with Game name, nigga. Compton, nigga. Hardest nigga. Compton, rapping, lyricist, nigga. Me. Any nigga that say any different, nigga, I'll body him and the nigga he fuck with.
Now, me personally, I wouldn't get mad at the first part when he said he feels like he's the best. All
rappers should feel that way. We know that's not true. We know that's not true. Game cannot out-rap K-Dot at all. He couldn't out-rap one of his robot voices. I just want to get that established. Let's get it.
Rappers do that. I talk like that to my brothers and cousins all the time when we playing basketball or fighting games or whatever.
Right.
The issue is the second part when he said Dot was on foot while he was riding around in fancy cars in a down-talking, condescending manner. Yeah, you got signed before him, but that does not mean you're perpetually better than him like you're alluding to. Chuck T is sitting on Clubhouse trying to say, I rap better than Kendrick because he seen me being rich when he was younger, which is a false equivalence. In Kendrick's song, Black Boy Fly, he details being a kid and seeing the Game riding around after he got a deal. And Dot looked up to him as he did every person from Compton who made it out and found success. But Game's ego is so inflated, he hyperfixates on that single part of the track where he was mentioned, as if he's the sole reason Kendrick became what he was, completely.
That's how you could tell Game was hanging around Drake and them. Why he actually thinks that the money that he has helps him out-rap Kendrick Lamar. That don't work like that. They really trying to change the game into it's all about the numbers. It's all about the money. No, there's lyrical fans that still exist. We still out here.
He missing the entire point of the record.
He never sees Kendrick as competition.
Can't nobody in Compton out rap Game.
He definitely viewed Kendrick as competition, even if it's no real smoke. Rap-wise, it's always competition if you're both actively making music trying to sell records. But in his defense, he was drunk.
Hey, yo, and I don't do this shit a lot. Glasses, but I'm off a few shots of tequila.
Now, this is not some young rapper. This man about to be 50 in a few years and can't control what he says or does under the influence of alcohol. Keep this in mind because this will be a recurring excuse throughout the video. But first, Let's hear the opinion of someone who worked side by side Mr. LA Confidential.
He says a lot of people's names for shock value. He says things he doesn't mean. He says a lot of things and take it back. You know, he had issues with Joe Buttons, then he runs into him in a club and they're taking pictures. He had issues with Memphis Bleak, then he ran into Memphis Bleak in Miami. It was no problem. See, I'm not a fake person. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. He has a lot of inconsistencies.
Now, 50 Cent is a massive troll who was in countless rap beefs himself. His relationship soured with many people, but he always stayed in Dre and Eminem's good graces, at least publicly. Of course, everybody has problems behind the scenes, but true professionalism is the ability to handle your issues hidden from the view of the camera's eye. Dre and M are the people who helped put him on. The Game, on the other hand, can't.
One thing I respect about 50 Cent, he don't drink or smoke. I don't think he drink, but I know he don't smoke. And for him to be around all them parties in the club and all of that stuff and still hold your own, you know what I mean? That's solid, bro. That's something that's very inspiring.
Can't help but slander them on various interviews, then try to be neutral on others.
When you did Drink Champs, you said Kanye did more for me in 2 weeks than Dre did throughout my entire career.
Right.
Do you feel that's a fair statement?
I feel like I was on Drink Champs, and you should just understand that the first word in Drink Champs.
You see the way his mind think? You see the way his mind think? He said, being as though that he's on Drink Champs, that's why I ain't know he was like that, bro. I ain't never seen this interview. The only part I seen of this interview when people clipped it and said he was partying with Diddy.
Is drink.
You were drinking.
Okay, he admits he can't hold his liquor, but you knew you were gonna be on camera. Seemed calculated. Let's go a layer deeper.
I was drinking, but at the end of the day, I feel like at that time, man, Ye was doing a lot for me that he didn't necessarily have to do. And Ye has always been there for me and always had my back. And what I can say about Dre is Dre ain't always had my back.
Even before this interview, Kanye was producing for him way back in the early 2000s. And to my knowledge, I didn't ever hear Kanye talk bad about Game. Correct me if I'm wrong. So how do you think he paid homage or respect to one of his past collaborators, Mr. West?
I'm a goat. I held Kim Kardashian by a throat. I made her swallow my
I remember this.
I should apologize, cause they my folks.
Regardless of how you feel
I remember that. I do remember that.
about the Kardashian, he knew that was that man's wife. Ye posed zero threat to you. You just wanted a moment and started doing weird stuff like you always do. Remember what 50 said in that clip?
He says a lot of people's names for shock value.
He has a 4-hour interview on Drink Champs that I am not watching. But from the clips I seen, he says a bunch of wild stuff as usual. I get it though.
I am
That's the
not
whole
watching.
goal of Drink Champs. But as seen in previous clips, he indulges in liquor and goes off on a tirade, regardless if he's on that particular platform or not.
And I used to think Eminem was better than me.
So what you saying right now?
He's not. Challenge. Hey,
You
challenge it.
bugging.
You don't want to go versus against
Yes,
Eminem.
I do. What do you mean? Yeah, I do. What do you mean? So what you trying to say? Hey, let's just say what you're trying to say. You trying to say that I don't want to head up fade with the white man?
No, I just want to stay on some drama. That's all.
Hey, it's not.
Game has been no stranger
Hey, what's the dude name who be like 55th Street 555? Cuz, damn, what's his name? Retarded dude, bro. He be like 55th Street, cuz. He got like a little 55 on the 55 on his head cut out. It say he made up his own set and everything. I'ma think of it, y'all. I'ma think of it. I forgot his damn name. Hold on.
to saying he feels like he's better than Eminem, even in interviews while he's sober. I included it in this section because he was clearly
But I'm saying
drunk,
that's who
and
Game
this
act
segment
like.
mostly highlights things he stated while he was intoxicated. A drunk mind speaks a sober heart. And Game is drunk a lot. I guess he likes to party.
I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that's basically all we did. A lot of parties in Atlanta with him and V.
Man, what the hell were you doing in Atlanta with Diddy?
P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God.
Hella people been at parties with Diddy. He's been rich and famous for nearly 30 years. I'm sure he got invited to plenty of places. But partying with Diddy in Atlanta is a whole nother ballpark. Anyways, let's move on to the next focal point of this video essay. Earlier, I detailed how Jayceon spoiled his working relationship with some of the top rappers in the industry. The Super Bowl incident perfectly encapsulates why he shouldn't have. Kendrick.
All right, we about to get into it. This the part that I've been wanting to, you know what I mean? I wasn't really there with it. Like, now we about to see, y'all. Let's get it.
Dre, Snoop, Mary J, Eminem, and 50 Cent all performed at the SoFi Stadium in 2022 for the Super Bowl. Game did not get an invite and was, of course, very unhappy.
The real reason I wasn't on the Super Bowl is because I'm not a safe artist. You don't know what game gonna do when you get up there. The Super Bowl is in LA, right? It's a Dr. Dre Super Bowl, but it is Jay-Z. But Jay-Z understands the dynamics of West Coast hip hop very well. And I don't think Jay-Z would have had a problem if Dre would have said, we bringing Game on the Super Bowl. LA, all around the Super Bowl, and I don't get the call. So
I'm going to tell you one thing about Jay-Z. Do not come around him with no street nonsense. Once you start making that money, he looking at you like, okay, nigga, it's time to mature now. That's one thing about Jay. He's about maturity. Now, aside from all the weird stuff, the Hollywood, all of that, Jay is about elevating and being mature, bro. You can't do that with him. And it seemed like he was childish with it. Nah, Jay-Z ain't want you up on that stage, man. Get out of here.
How'd you feel? I was hurt by that.
Thank you.
You weren't on a Super Bowl because you openly badmouthed nearly everyone on stage and got into a shootout with one of the performers. Even if you did talk to 50 in person, bro hold grudges and still don't like you.
Why like what was the
You
origin?
wanna know why?
Yeah.
Because 50 can't rap. And so I gotta go a level up and challenge the better rapper.
He says a lot of people's names for shock value.
So your whole gripe with Eminem is because 50 can't rap with you? Bro, you a grown ass man in his 40s. That don't even sound right.
That Super Bowl was in LA. It was the LA team, and it was just some LA shit, and it was in SoFi, and I just felt like game should have been there, and I wasn't.
Boy, what's up with that, boy? The hell? Anyway, look, you got liabilities and you got assets. An asset is going to be profitable for your business. A liability, somebody who drinks, somebody who acts sporadically, somebody who's discombobulated all day, somebody who ain't right. That's a liability. That's what they look at. That's what Dre and them look at when they see it. Now you got K-Dot, bro. Solid. No, man. They not about to pick you over him, bro. They ain't about to be having you around him, acting all crazy.
And that shit definitely did hurt my feelings, so I just took the shit out on him.
You can find so many more clips of him blatantly lying and contradicting himself on these different platforms. I just got lazy and stopped caring the deeper I delved into the rabbit hole. A majority of his comments were made after the Super Bowl, yes, but do you see how he's acting like an entitled child? At this point, it seems like they were right to leave you out. Let you tell it. Everybody is slighting you. They're intentionally against you and don't want to see you shine. You made millions off touching shoulders with these people, but that's not enough. You acting like a spoiled brat who clearly not as famous as he once was,
right.
But your ego never shrunk. And that leads into my final talking point centering this dude, his unchecked ego, something that played a role in nearly all of his inflammatory statements. He's constantly on a prowl for credit and validation.
I helped every single body on the West Coast at some point in their career. And we both said that YG is self-made and he did his thing. But at the end of the day, I was the blood that made it worldwide before YG. So that had to be some sort of motivation even for my homie. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell y'all this. And this is a saying that amongst real ones. You never bring up what you did for somebody, man. If it come from the heart, you have it, especially on camera. If you so LA, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't bring up what you do for people. Who, such and such? Yeah, man, he still owed me $5 from last week. I let him hold $5. Nah, man. If it come from your heart, nah, that's between y'all. That's between y'all. Let's get it. I didn't know he was doing this type of behavior, y'all.
Y'all hear this, man? I know YG is self-made, but I know he seen me. I was the first worldwide blood, so I know I inspired him. Man, DJ Quick exists. Get off your high horse. Also, he said 50 Cent can't make great music with anybody else.
At one point or another, we were friends and we made great music. He can't make great music with nobody else.
Okay, anyways, let's get into his recent Instagram rant to close things out. It's getting irritating watching this dude interviews. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It's a lot of rambling and repeating, but I will highlight certain points.
Be in my own lane, chilling, nigga. Taking care of my kids out the fucking way. That's how I made it this far in this fucking game, man.
Puff like the party. So that's basically all we did.
And that's why I don't want to be a part of hip hop no more. Cause it just,
you know what I'm saying? I looked out for Top Dog before it was, top nigga. I coulda Top Dog wanted to motherfucking give me half of Top Dog. I didn't want nothing from niggas though, bro. I just wanted to push niggas in the right direction.
Did you peep what he just did right there? Let me play the clip one more time before I explain it.
I coulda, Top Dog wanted to motherfucking give me half of Top Dog.
This harkens back to the beginning of the video. He's claiming he could have owned half of Top Dog back in the day when this has zero to do with his initial reason for hopping on live. His ego got hurt because of the online trolling, so this his slick way of saying I could have owned Kendrick, so stop saying he above me. This off script, but watch out for any human that counts favors like Jayceon is doing right now.
Told you.
He can say all day he doing this from the heart, but if you putting all your alleged favors on blast as soon as you get some backlash, you only did them for approval, not because you truly felt like it was the right thing to do. Listen to me very carefully, Mr. LA Confidential. If you own half a Top Dog back in the day, that label would have never got off the ground. You make some of the worst decisions I ever seen from a musical and branding standpoint. You also burned so many bridges they wouldn't have got nearly as much shine as they did. It's good they got the Dr. Dre cosign instead of dealing with you.
Nip asked me personally what he could do to pay me back for what I did for him. I met Nip on the streets. I brought Nip in the studio, Encore Studios, Burbank, California. Got on 2 of his songs and let him go do his thing. And Nip rose to his celebrity and to his power.
Why do you feel the need to mention all of this? You couldn't have just said the reason why you didn't go? You claim you did all that stuff for Top Dog and Nipsey off the strength, off love, and they didn't have to pay you back. So why mention it? Especially if the streets already know you solid.
Top Dog know what it is. Kendrick know what it is. YG know what it is. Mustard know what it is. Ty Dolla $ign know what it is. Dr. Dre know what it is. Snoop know what it is. Hit Boy know what it is. My nigga Dom Kennedy know what it is. All the powers that be on the West Coast.
Kendrick help people, but I help people too, guys. Give me credit, internet fans. I don't care what you guys think, but let me disprove your narratives.
I don't give a fuck about what nobody on the internet who don't know either one of us feel. I really don't.
Let's keep it pushing, man.
Drake is my brother. I fuck with Drake.
we is not going against Kendrick for no Drake. We'd have blood up. Nigga, if Kendrick would have pulled up and told Blood get in the middle of the street, Blood would have to get in the middle of the street.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might be cool, but he probably won't appreciate Wax saying this about him.
I wake up, nigga, I take care of these kids. I motherfucking make sure that they motherfucking private school is paid for. I make sure my mama mortgage is good, my mortgage is good, my kids' mamas is.
That's the part I respected. When he start going and talking about, yeah, I'm not doing all of that because I'm taking care of my family. That's the part I respect right there.
Good, all my people good. While y'all out here, oh, Gang fell off. He ain't. Cause I don't put out music every day. Cause I ain't running to the motherfucking internet when I wake up looking for validation. That shit don't make me or break me.
Why are you on live clearing everything up, counting favors, and listing everything you did then?
I don't wake up in the morning trying to motherfucking prove myself to nobody. I done did it. I done sold platinum records. I done been around the world.
Genuine question. What do you think it is you doing right now?
And at this point, you know, I could be rambling, nigga, but I gotta make sure I get it off, nigga, cause I don't do this shit every day, man.
You definitely are rambling. You don't do it every day, but you do this damn near every time you get on an interview.
I done a gang of shit for LA. I paid for a gang of motherfucking funerals. My homies, niggas that wasn't from my hood. I done gave niggas money around this motherfucking nigga, walk niggas, you know, music in the offices, did a gang of shit. Like I said, you can ask any West Coast rap nigga what it is with me. Nigga, they gonna tell you. Chuck Taylor, nigga, one of the most solid niggas ever out this motherfucker.
Do y'all see how much he trying to prove himself to people whose opinion he doesn't care about, allegedly?
I don't give a fuck about what nobody on the internet who don't know either one of us feel. I really don't. Been out here, and I'm still here, nigga. And that's what it is.
See, when I did the reaction to the video, I'm trying to get all the positivity out of it. It ain't all about just bashing our brothers, you know what I mean? He's still our brother, believe it or not, you know what I mean? But there's no need to, ostracize anybody just because, he had a few mishaps or they getting drunk. You got to pray for these people and feed them with a long spoon, you know what I mean? Just keep them at a distance. If you dealing with any type of people that's like the game, you know what I mean? Just keep them at a distance and just pray for them, you know what I mean?
All right, so, it's summertime, man. LA like to get hot in the summer. What the fuck? It's like a trillion bees. I'm about to take my ass in the motherfucking crib. But yeah, that's probably the call, man. Bees everywhere out this house.
Wow. All you had to do was say why you weren't there, which I'm pretty sure he did not do. He repeating himself so much, this 17-minute live could have been condensed into like 3 minutes. Scratch that. He could have just made a post saying why he couldn't make it like Vince Staples did. Closing statements. This was just unnecessary, but he can't let it go. His ego is easily bruised. That's why he's so defensive, even though he doesn't care about what random people on the internet think, allegedly. Bro gotta learn how to not respond. Let's say I'm reaching when I compiled all this evidence and the game is actually being genuine with everything he says. His reaction and the fact he constantly comparing himself to Kendrick like he's trying to go blow for blow on who impacted the West more makes him look jealous. He'll compare himself to Dot, then walking back and try to mask it with, "That's my brother, we from Compton." Kendrick is not about to go on a damn near 20-minute rant saying how much he did for people. You will and have done so more than once. You stamped, you official in the streets like you claim, right? Then there's no need to explain yourself in multiple interviews on live. Everybody gets talked about and trolled on this internet. You've been in this too long to be moving how you moving. I can't speak on what fame has done to you or what you have seen.
Stuff like the party. So that's basically all we did.
All I'ma do, like anybody else with an opinion online, is post and get my thoughts on what's shared.
Right. And me and Ye, we got this thing where it's like, and y'all should apply it to your life too. It's like control your narrative, like get in front of that. You know what I'm saying?
And you probably shouldn't be taking speaking advice from Kanye. I feel like Game is kind of like a middle child. He always felt like Dre didn't give him enough attention. He put a majority of his time in the Eminem, and that bothers Game. You should have just did your own thing like 50 and treated the people who skyrocketed you to success with respect. But that's all I had to say on the matter.
This what integrity is about. Integrity. You don't go acting out of character. You gotta always learn how to be you and keep your composure. Don't go out there and start wilding out just because you know certain feelings and stuff. When you have certain feelings, you gotta know how to control those feelings. It just seemed like, the brother didn't know how to control his feelings, man. He just went out there. It's like, yo, you know what? Everybody who been there for me or whatever, I'ma just talk about him. Nah, you gotta hold. You don't think 50 Cent has certain feelings or whatever against Dre and Eminem? You know what I mean? He just kept his composure. You have to keep your integrity. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all feel about this breakdown. It really sheds some light on the game, aka JCon, as y'all like to say in the comment section. But yeah, y'all follow Sandlord. I will leave a link in the description. This is a beautiful breakdown, beautiful edit. I love it, you know what I mean? And he definitely shed some light on the game's personality. But Big Kish signing out. Oh yeah, the giveaway over, y'all. Y'all hit me up on Instagram, you know what I mean? But we're gonna do another one shortly. We're gonna go live shortly. We're gonna have another party, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gone.